What's up, guys? Welcome to the 300th episode, or video, not an episode, of Danception. It's been a long ride, guys. 300 videos. This also serves as my 150 subscriber special, because that's how small of a YouTuber I am. I gotta take what I can get. And also, I didn't do a proper 100 sub special. So we're going to be taking a look at Super Mario Land DX. This is a ROM hack of the game Super Mario Land, which was a launch title on the Game Boy. Now, I was going to do that game actually as part of the very one-off Christmas project I did. That was going to be the finale, but of course I didn't finish that project at all. But I was thinking like, yeah, I want to do this game. But then I found out about this mod, which basically just redos some of the sprites, adds color, and basically transforms the game into like a DX Game Boy Color version of the game. So I think it'll be more visually interesting to look at this for you guys at the very least. This is going to be like a probably 25-minute, half an hour long video, just kind of going through this whole thing, you know, just like usual. I'm sorry if this isn't the big thing that you were expecting for episode, or not episode, video 300, but I never really do things that big. I think the only big thing I did was the episode for the E3 2021. So cool thing this mod can do is that it can let you play with the old graphics like before, just colorized now. You can also change the player to be Luigi, which I'm not going to do today because I'm going to be honest, I don't like playing as Luigi in this mod, just because he's a little bit wonky. There's also a hard mode, which adds more enemies to the mix. I'm just going to go classic for now for this video. Let's just go straight. I don't know why my score is comma 5,320. But we're just going to go through with it. Alright, so Super Mario Land. I'm going to turn down the volume on my end just like usual because it's way too loud. This was a launch title for the Game Boy back in 1989. It was Nintendo's first attempt to make a portable Mario game that replicated the feel of the original Mario. And compared to the original Mario, which had, I believe, 32 stages, this one only has 12. Yes, only 12 stages. 4 worlds, each world having 3 stages. So they went really simple with this one. Alright, this power-up is actually unique to this game. You thought it was the Fire Flower. Oh no, this is the Super Ball, I believe it's called, which basically just bounces off of platforms. Now, it's kind of useless in like a stage like this where we're in open air, but in any sort of tunnel, it's just gonna keep bouncing like that, and it'll hit anything that comes across its path. So in that way, it's similar to the Fire Flower, but you can only shoot out one at a time. This power-up actually came back and made its... Oh, fuck. I didn't want to get the star because there's a pipe you could go... No, you can't go down that pipe. Never mind. This power-up actually came back in Super Mario Maker 2 through one of its updates, where you can get it, and I'm pretty sure it transforms you into Super Mario Land Mario in black and white and lets you use this ability, which I think is really cool. Even though the game doesn't have, like, the costumes from Super Mario Maker 1, I think it's a very nice substitute. They have shit like that. The Mario 2 mushroom, which basically translates the gameplay over to Mario 2, kind of replacing what would be like a possible skin or theme for that game, as well as like the sword for turning into Link. That's obviously really cool as well. Anyway, we're just about done stage 1. At the end of each stage, there's 2 different doors you can go into. The top door, which is harder to get to, will lead to a mini game where you can get more lives, which, if you're not very good at Mario games, you might need. I mean, this is one of the easiest Mario games out there, but you can't game over. You don't have unlimited continues in this at all. Alright, so basically, this little Donkey Kong-esque segment, you gotta stop Mario and the ladder at a certain point to get as many rewards as possible. It's pretty much random. So there, like, I was on my way to getting a 3, but I had to go down the ladder to get the 1, but I'll take 1, that's fine. I'm decent at this game. If this was, like, hard mode or something, then I would definitely need that 3 lives, but... no, we're all good here. So stage 2, this is kind of reminiscent of stage 1-3 from the classic Mario games, or not classic Mario games, from classic Super Mario Bros. On NES, with these like giant tree platforms here that we're on. You guys are probably like wondering like how the controls feel for this game. This game has its own like really kind of quirky physics. It's definitely interesting. It feels more like a really touchy version of Mario 1, if that makes any sense. The physics feel most similar to that, but it's kind of its own thing in a way. Also, a lot of the enemies in this game, you've probably noticed, like, you have the Goombas here. They're very normal, but you probably noticed there's some differences with some enemies, like the Koopas, instead of turning into a shell and letting you, like, knock them around, like right here, they turn into a bomb and explode. And they will do damage to you if they explode in your face. There's a 1-up, which actually in the original game, that would be a heart. But in this mod, they changed it to it be an actual 1-up mushroom. I guess in the black and white color scheme, it would be impossible to tell the difference. So that's why they did that in this game and in Super Mario Land 2, which I also very much want to do. But that enemy right there, that is not an enemy we have seen in any game before or after this. That's because this game takes place in Sarasa Land, not the Mushroom Kingdom, which is actually the origin of Princess Daisy. She's I guess the princess of Sarasa Land. Really interesting fact is that this is the only mainline Mario game Daisy has been in up until the upcoming Super Mario Wonder, where she's playable. So that makes me wonder whether or not you'll be able to go to Sarasa Land in that game, or at least it might have some references to this game in particular. By the way, listen to this fucking music, bro. Yeah, that shit's nice, isn't it? God damn, this song is so, like, they were able, well, this song's not that bad. Yeah, so we have little underground segments here, little secret moments that we could find. Just get some extra coins, possibly some power-ups. I'm gonna check. Yeah, there we go. We got a flower, but that we already have. But hey, I'll take the extra points. Why not? This is back when games points actually mattered. Dodge the piranha plants here. What was I saying? Yeah, so this theme song, a lot of you guys might have not heard the original version, which we're hearing right now, and have probably heard the Super Smash Bros. Brawl remix, which I'm going to play right now. You like that shit? Because that shit is indeed fire. And they use it in Subspace Emissary, which I think it was like a minecart stage they used it in. I really would have hoped that they would make like a stage themed on this, but I guess that's more of a problem with Subspace in its entirety, is that it uses kind of its own designs and assets for like the stages rather than using stages from like previous games in Nintendo history. Which is what the Melee Adventure mode did, but of course that's like a 20-minute romp and not a whole 8 to 10 hour long adventure. These little Sphinx guys are very easy. You just hit them once, they don't move, and they shoot projectiles. We have our first boss here. I don't know his name, but he's like the King Lion Sphinx. You gotta go underneath him and die. So he works very similarly to Bowser from Super Mario 1. In which you have to get past him and hit that switch behind him. Alternatively, you could use the fireballs or I already forget the name, the power balls or whatever they're fucking called, the power spears. Why am I dying to this motherfucker? He's so easy. You can alternatively jump over him. But let's get through this shit. Come on, it's not that hard. Just jump over him, man. There we go. That's the way better route to do this. Just jump over it. You could just jump over it. Okay, you guys might not get the reference. Or you probably do, because it's a very obvious reference I made. Anyway, here's Princess Daisy, who actually looks like Daisy in this mod. In the actual game, the only difference you could tell, the only way you could tell that she's not Princess Peach is this text that you see right here. So yeah, Mario's trying to save Daisy, not Luigi, unless you play the Luigi mode in this game. Aw, kill me. I don't want power-ups, I want the lives that keep me alive, man. Anyway, we just casually exit off a UFO. That's nice, and we hear the happiest music in video game history right here. Alright, so yeah, I don't know why we leave a UFO, but you know, that's fine. So, we got these platforms. I guess when they were redesigning this stage for the mod, they decided to make it look like Super Mario World, which I really like. It really fits. Because they have the Mario World, like, mountains and, like, the water animation as well. This shit just looks really nice. Of course, I'm pretty sure this is a direct, like, Game Boy Color port, so I don't think this would normally be possible on a regular Game Boy. Although I might be mistaken. So wait, the Fire Flower didn't power up my my shit. Okay. It just gave me Big Mario. Okay, so another thing the Powerball, or whatever the fuck it's called, can do is that it can collect coins for you. Which makes it kind of useful for speeding through these segments here, but sometimes it acts a little bit weird. A little bit weirdo. Also, you can only shoot out one of these things at a time, opposed to 2 Fire Flowers at a time in regular Mario games. Let's get these last 2. There we go. We're almost at an extra life. These 2 coins should do it. There we go. I still have not yet shown the star, because the star has unique music in this game that no other Mario game has. And I like to call it the Family Guy music, because I first heard this song in fucking Family Guy. Here we go. Now, I don't know what the original song of this is called, but I know it's some, like, classical song. I'll put it up on screen what it's called, but yeah, it's really weird how they use that for a Mario game invincibility theme. I kind of like it, though. It fits the vibe of this game. But yeah, I always think of it as the Family Guy star. Just because they used it on Family Guy, like, one time. And of course, me being a Chad, like, 5-year-old, I was watching Family Guy, because my parents would just leave on the TV and while making like dinner or some shit, and I would come on and they'd see like, oh, you're not allowed to watch that, and there you go. But they'd let me watch The Simpsons for some reason, which honestly isn't much better in terms of family content. Maybe in the 90s it was, but in like the 2000s, that shit was a lot more adult in its jokes and shit. Okay. Got the top path. Let's see if we can actually get something good this time, man. Come on. You can do it. Give it. Okay, I'm gonna close my eyes and I'm gonna just press the button. 3, 2, 1, go. See, look, when I close my eyes, that's what happens. I always get it when I fucking don't look at it. But when I actually try, it gives me like a flower or a 1, not a 2 or a 3. Alright, stage 2, we got these little funny guys who just kind of die in one hit. They shoot out their heads in kind of like a boomerang pattern, and then they return back to their robotic bodies. Insert Five Nights at Freddy's joke here. I don't know why. I've been on kind of like a Five Nights at Freddy's retrospect wave recently. Probably because in anticipation for the movie, because honestly the movie looks kind of sick. So I've been thinking like, oh, I should play all the FNAF games on my streams. And I did one stream of Ultimate Custom Night and I realized, holy shit, these games are actually hard. So it's gonna be an interesting journey. Alright. I don't think I've died to anything but the World 1 boss. World 1, not Rule 1. I have to remember to actually pronunciate my words like a human being. But sometimes my speech patterns just are the way they are, and I can't change it sometimes. I just have to actively try to do my best. Hey, a star. Let's listen to the Family Guy music again. Alright. Let's get through this shit. This is just a series of platforms. Still reminds me of Mario World a little bit with the sprite designs, but oh, fuck. I shouldn't have opened my mouth earlier about not having gotten a death to anything but the lion dude. I was about to show off what that guy did, but he kind of just went off screen. Man, I really love this game. I have nostalgia for this game actually because I think I mentioned this before that I started game collecting pretty early on, probably when I was like 10 or 11 years old. And one of the first games I had, because one of the biggest first collections I had was Game Boy games. And one of the first games I had was Super Mario Land because it was very cheap at the time. And I managed to beat it once. Fuck, I fucked that up. I have to take the loser's path. God damn it. Loser. Yeah, so I only managed to beat it once back in the day without getting a game over, because I sucked dick. Alright, so, this is one of the 2D shoot-em-up stages, which, this music, listen to this shit. Isn't this like literally the happiest game on the planet? Like, Jesus Christ, this music, the whole vibe of it, man. This is literally the most wholesome game I've ever played in my life, okay? Just straight up. And yeah, you guys are probably surprised to see a stage like this in a Mario game. You'd more expect this from like Kirby or some shit to change up the gameplay, but no, this game, like, just, it has two of these stages, and this is the first one where you're in a submarine going underwater shooting at shit. And I really like it. It really gives this game kind of its own identity more than it already has. Just having unique gameplay like this. I don't know why exactly they added this kind of shit. Maybe just for variety. For variety's sake, since the game's so short. But I really do like it. And of course it's pretty easy, even though I did take some damage. And we have some coins that spell out Mario. Why not? Let's try and get them all. I almost never managed to actually get them all, but I think I might have done it once. Anyway, we just break away at all these bricks. Some of them have power-ups inside, so you might want to just check them out. Now we're at the boss, which is this dude, this seahorse dude, who looks nothing like the seahorse Pokemon. And he's dead immediately. Literally the world's easiest boss. He's a little bit harder in hard mode, but that's a given. Alternatively, instead of just shooting him down, you can actually sneak down the path I just took and hit the switch and kill him that way, but that's the loser's way on this one, although it is kind of hard to do without taking a hit. Anyway, here's Daisy again. Thank you, Mario. Oh, Daisy. And she turns into an octopus. Some people wouldn't mind either way. I'm not saying I would. Alright, 12 lives. Also, something that's kind of important to mention, since this is the first Mario game I've been playing on this channel since this announcement, Charles Martinet, the voice actor of Mario, has stepped down from the role, which is insane. Like, I kind of expected it, because there were some signs of it ever since the last Nintendo Direct. But it's just kind of crazy for that to happen. Like, what's that gonna look like? We haven't had another voice for Mario for the main series games. Like, he's always been the voice ever since, that Mario, like, card PC game. And then, of course, Mario 64 was the first actual console game he was in. So that's gonna feel really weird. I'm, like, so used to that voice, right? I played all these games, I've grown up with it, like... But the new voice actor, who's gonna be starring in Mario Wonder coming out in a couple months, sounds pretty much accurate. But, of course, you're always gonna kind of hear the difference a little bit when you've played so many of these goddamn games. Of course, the voices of Luigi, Wario, and Waluigi are gonna be changed as well, since he also did the voices for those characters. Which I'm very worried to hear Waluigi's, because he's my favorite Mario character. But we will see. Anyway, this stage is based on Easter Island, of all things. Why? I don't know. It kind of reminds me a little bit of Gradius for some reason, because there's like the Gradius like stage 2 or something has like these Easter Island statues, the Mauis or whatever they're called. Okay, okay, so I'm down. Oh, Jesus Christ. I don't know what the fuck those are. I don't know what the fuck you are. I'm fucking Maui with goddamn face and, well, of course they have a face with wings. Like, goddamn, man. Okay, can you chill out? I'm trying to get a power up and nothing's giving me one. I'm at one hit, so I don't gotta be careful. We got these rocks here that flow down. When I originally played this game on my Game Boy Color, of course, like, I had the standard, like, not these kind of colors, I had the colorized 4 different color palettes that the Game Boy Color would give you, on classic Game Boy games. And every time I would play, like, I would always think, like, these rocks look like little, like, pork chop meat sticks, or whatever, like, little meatballs, because the middle would be, like, kind of, like, pinkish. So they always look like little, like, pork chops to me. I don't know why. Why am I doing that? Why am I doing that? Can you tell me why I'm doing that? I don't know why I'm doing that. Anyway, this is where the game starts to ramp up a little bit of difficulty, if you couldn't tell. But it's honestly not that hard. You just have to be a little bit more careful and not just running through the stages at, like, Sonic speed. Alright. Okay, just wait for that. Of course, the rocks themselves will do damage to you, so watch out. Oh, fuck you. Okay, I want to get that, because there's a power-up in here. Damn it! Damn it! Come on. Come the fuck on, man. I'm trying to just be Mario Big Mario. Mario Big Mario, that's his new name. Not Mario Big Mario, because I can't fucking speak, because it's 3:22 in the morning. You would think I would record this at a more reasonable time, considering it's like a special video. But no, let me close my eyes and get a 3. Or 2, I'll take it. Replenish some of the lives I lost. It's not like I'm gonna get a game over in here anyway. Anyway, we got this music here again. It's not like one of those pyramid stages that we just played in World 1. It's more like a cave, and we have spider enemies here. These spiders essentially work like the thwomps do in Mario 3, instead that you can actually kill them, or except that you can actually kill them, not instead that you can actually kill them. I have to actually learn my fucking language, god damn. So let's just keep going through it. There's a little secret area up there. I don't remember how to get up there. I think I had to get up there through an earlier path. Anyway, this game, again, more of its parallels with Super Mario Bros. 1. You cannot go back. You cannot backtrack. Once the screen scrolls, that's it. It's a point of no return. By the way, this stage killed me so many fucking times as a kid. Like, I'm not joking, because, like, look at that. Look at the fucking spikes from here. You got the goddamn spider from hell. These fuck-ass spider enemies are actually from hell, bro. Like, I've been there. I've seen them. Like, I got the sources, bro. And the sources, I did it. It was revealed in a dream. Anyway, let's get this mushroom and not die in one hit. Deal with this fucker, which he doesn't actually explode if you hit him from underneath. I kind of like how he flips upside down, just like the Mario Bros. Arcade game, which I should do a one-off of that, of the actual arcade version of it, and maybe the NES version at some point. I want to do more arcade one-offs, because the only one I ever did was Pac-Man. I want to do shit like Haunted Castle, which is the Castlevania arcade game, which is extremely difficult. I want to do... what else? What else we got? Of course, there's Contra, which is a cool one. Donkey Kong. Donkey Kong is a really nice arcade game that Nintendo made. Punch-Out, which I've actually never played before. And all these arcade games, by the way, are available... Fuck you. Hold up. We could maybe... Aw, damn it. All these arcade games are available through the Arcade Archive series on Nintendo Switch, but they're also available on other consoles. But the Switch has the Nintendo game made... fuck, I can't speak. The Nintendo made ones like Donkey Kong and Punch-Out, as well as some stuff like Versus Mario Bros. I fucked up. Okay, so this is the final stage of World 3. It's outside and we're still playing this pyramid music, but I like to imagine that this one is in the skies, like we're in the clouds above. Because like there is very little like actual platforms. Like maybe we're on top of the cave or some shit. At the very top of a mountain. You have to use your imagination on this shit. These are games from 1989, of course you have to. Now, of course, this game was not the only launch title to release with the Game Boy in '89. Of course, there was also Tetris, which is like the the de facto pack-in game. Like, basically, like, your entire Game Boy starter pack would have to be, like, Tetris and Super Mario Land. Like, that's really all you needed at the start. There was also 3 other games. I believe it's Tennis, Baseball, and Alleyway. Fuck you. Anyway, yeah, Tennis, Baseball, and Alleyway, which I believe I've played all of those games. I don't own them all. I don't think I have Tennis or Baseball, but I do have Alleyway, Mario Land, and Tetris. And honestly, Alleyway is pretty good. It's basically like a Arkanoid clone, or a Breakout clone, which Arkanoid is a clone of. It's pretty fun. You technically play as Mario. It's kind of a similar situation to how Mario is included in the Pinball NES game. He kind of just makes a cameo, which he also does in a later Game Boy game, Kicks, where you get to see him in like some cutscenes. Anyway, this is the boss fight. This fucking dude, and he's dead. That's all you gotta do. You just gotta hop across his balls, and there you go. He's kind of like a precursor to Lemmy Koopa from Mario 3 in a way, who you have to like bounce on his balls to reach him. Pause. Anywho, let's talk to Daisy once more and see what kind of monstrosity she transforms into. Thank you, Mario. Oh, Daisy, what the fuck are you? A spider? God damn, you are thick. What? What? See, I better not pull an I Show Speed moment. Close my eyes. I always get better results when I close my eyes, every single time. Of course, we're going to see more gambling minigames as we get into more of the Game Boy Mario games, such as Mario Land 2 and Wario Land, or technically Super Mario Land 3 Wario Land is its full government name. Anyway, we're now in this like kind of like traditional Japanese looking land with this music playing in here. Or Chinese. I think it might be Chinese. I might be tripping. I'm not sure. I'm not very privy to like certain differences in the cultures, but I'm not gonna pretend like I know that shit. Anyway, you can see some mountains in the background and those clouds. That's kind of cool. You can see some bamboos in the background, the top pattern. All very nice. I really like this world, and this music is very nice as well. Not my favorite song, of course. I'd have to go to the pyramid theme. But hey, I dig it. So these enemies here, they can only be permanently killed. Fuck. Only be permanently killed by the Super Ball. Otherwise, when you jump on them, they work like the, I was gonna say they work like, fuck, I can't pronounce my K's. They work like the Dry Bones enemies from Mario 3 and onward, where they stayed, like, stunned for a moment, but then they get back up. So you want to be careful around them, because they could easily swarm you with their jumping patterns. But otherwise, this first stage is very easy. I only died because I'm stupid and incompetent at this game, and also because I can't find a fucking power-up. Get the hell out of my face. Please give me a power-up, thank you. I jumped right into the Piranha Plant. Wow. Wow, I'm so good. So, a fun fact about me doing this Let's Play. Over the past couple years, I've been kind of remaking Let's Plays that I made back in the day when I was known as Dan Nintendo. Which unfortunately I deleted most of those videos, which I do regret doing. I wish I still had those. And I did shit like Deltarune, I did shit like Cuphead, or no, Cuphead was on this shit. What else did I do? Mega Man, shit like that. Now this game is actually one I did. I played the original version of this game as a two-parter on this on the Dan Nintendo channel. And obviously I still wish I had it. It was a lot more amateur than how I'm doing it now. Of course, I don't claim that I'm any good at commentating, because of course my speech is just kind of terrible sometimes, like it has been today. But hey, some of you guys watch this shit. I don't know how you can put up with this shit. Like my Paper Mario 3D Land video has 200 views. Thank you guys for watching that one. I just gotta ask why. Like, how do you put up with my fucking garbage commentary? Oh god. Anyway, let's keep going through this. We have like this nice maze of piranha plants we have to kind of weave through with these bullet bills fucking us up. These platforms that are quite scary. This part is scary as hell to do. You kind of just have to take it slow, even though you are in a time limit with standing on those things. Okay, let's jump on you. There is slightly more air control in this game, I've noticed, than Mario 1. Which honestly, I don't know why I haven't done that game yet on the channel. It should be something I do eventually. Although I don't know whether or not I want to do the regular version of Mario 1 Deluxe, or the 3D, or not 3D All-Stars, the Mario All-Stars version of it. And you guys can let me know when the time comes. Maybe I'll do a poll at some point. Of course, the later Mario 2D Mario games like Mario 2 and 3, I would honestly rather do the Mario Advanced versions of those because there's more content to those ones than the base versions. But of course, I could also do the base versions at some point as well. It's kind of a separate thing. I'm still living, so why not make use of my time by making as many Let's Plays as I can. Anyway, let's close my eyes. And one, I'll take it. I will Let's Play all the games on the planet, which is physically impossible for me to do, but I'll try and Let's Play most of the games that I've played that I really like. That's my whole goal. Anyway, stage 4-2, which is the hardest stage in the game, in my opinion. We get introduced to these enemies, which I believe kind of... They don't reappear, but there's this very similar enemy in Mario World. A plant that shoots out 4 fireballs in different directions. Although in this case, you can actually jump on them and kill them. In Mario World, you cannot. You got these snake guys, which are just a reskin of the Sphinx guys from Stage 1-3. If we had the mushroom, we could go up that top path and go through a nice little shortcut with some power-ups, but unfortunately, we have to go through the trenches of all these piranha plants and just take our sweet-ass time. I was really just rubbing up my nose against that plant. Holy shit. Holy shit. This is cutting it close. Okay. Please give me mushroom. Thank you. Now we got these little fireball rotating waffle, nuclear waffle things from Mario 3. At least I'm assuming these are the ones from Mario 3, even though they're not like flashing or anything. But let's get our nice star and just roam right through this shit, listening to the nice music and not having to worry about dying as we get this power up. Okay, let's just get right through this. I don't know why this section reminds me of the final boss of New Super Mario Bros. Wii. It just does, with this kind of like little narrow lower path. I don't know why. I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about, man. It's 3:33 a.m. It was 10:33 though. That's where the party is. If you could get that reference, you're a legend. If you get the 10:33 reference, I will give you a shout out on my next video, which is coming out the day after this, so you better be quick. Actually, no, I wouldn't be able to do that because I pre-recorded that video like months ago. Anyway, that's one of the easier paths to the top that we can possibly get in this game. And 13 lives we don't really need anymore, but let's see if we can get one last 3, because the next stage is the last one. Close my eyes. Let's fucking go. 16 lives for 12 stages. I was about to say 16 stages, but there's only 12. If there was 4 stages in every world, it would be 16 stages. Another flying stage. We're in a plane this time, which I like how the what's it called? I believe Super Mario Bros. Z, the Flash animation made by Mark Haynes, actually uses this plane, or at least a version of this plane, in one of the episodes, which I really like. Well, let's just keep going through this. We got an extra life from points or coins or something. I think it was coins. Missed that mushroom, but whatever. Honestly, you could barely tell the difference whether or not you have a mushroom or not in this. Oh god, I died. I almost died trying to go for that one up. Honestly, I find this this flying stage to be easier than the submarine. As soon as they say that, man, of course, because there's like a little skybox there that's slightly lower than where I was going, that allowed this fucking Flappy Bird head ass to come kill me. Let's get this nice star and just roam right through. I don't know what it is, but for some reason I always think that this stage gets referenced in Super Mario Land 2 during one of the space stages. I'm probably mistaken, and I'm probably just mixing up with both of these games together, but hey. So now we have this little kind of like maze of blocks here. These little like Donkey Kong looking ass blocks. And a bunch of coins just to get some more lives that we don't really need. But you better be quick, because then that's gonna happen. I was being stupid, but I wanted that extra life. God damn. Anyway, let's get through this section. Did we hit like a checkpoint? And I think it just let us like hit a checkpoint from further in the stage. That's like a really weird thing this game does. You hit a checkpoint before you actually cross it. I don't know exactly why it does it, but hey, I'm not gonna complain. Anyway, there's a mushroom here that you can take, because we're about to hit the final boss of the game. Then you have these little fist power-up, or not fist power-ups, fist enemies, I'm tripping right now, which only appear in that part of the entire game. I took damage, so I have to do this final fight with one hit. Look at it! This is the final fight, just a fucking cloud. Holy shit, it's so goddamn hard, isn't it? Look at this. Oh my god, this is such a intense fight, dude! Oh, well, no, that's the fake-out final boss. Instead you got Tatanga, the weird alien-looking dude with his Dr. Wily machine, who shoots the same fireballs in these patterns. He's really easy. But you do have to pay attention, not to get fucked by his fireballs here. I find Tatanga to be a very interesting character, by the way, because he's only appeared in 2 games, Mario Land 1 and Mario Land 2. And in Mario Land 2, he's not a final boss, he's just a stage boss. But that's Super Mario Land! Let's go rescue Daisy for real this time. Oh, Daisy! A Daisy! I almost read that in the Mario voice. Instead of like Daisy congratulating Mario, Mario's congratulating himself and Daisy's like, who the fuck is this guy? He's just like, oh thank you Mario! Wahoo! Yippee! And now we just fly off in a jet, because of course we have to use every type of flying vehicle as humanly possible in this game. Anyway, yes, Super Mario Land. What are my thoughts on this project that lasted 36 minutes? I really like doing this video, even though I did kind of fuck up my words more times than I can count. But that's just thanks to my 3 AM brain, man. Like, already I have a problem with not fully pronouncing words sometimes, or like, having to redo my words. And 3 AM kind of just influences that shit. It just increases the amount of fucked up words to infinity. So, because my brain's not thinking completely 100% straight. But I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope I made this entertaining for you guys, because this was very entertaining for me to make, because I've always wanted to do Mario Land as a one-off again, because I just really love this game. Also, because I really want to do Mario Land 2 at some point, which is, there's also a DX mod for, which I feel is, it's literally just a recolor. There's no new changed sprites, although you can't play as Luigi in that. But that's probably how I'm gonna Let's Play that game as well. Because DX mods, I think they're more I think Game Boy games are more interesting to look at in color, rather than black and white. Which I believe that's how I'm gonna do Kirby's Dream Land 2 as well. I was originally gonna do it off the Switch, but with the Game Boy Color coloring. But there's a DX mod that makes the coloring a lot cooler, so I'm probably gonna do that. Anyway, that's the end of this video, guys. I guess I'll just mention while we're on the screen, kind of just like my thanks for 150 subscribers. I know it's not much at all, but the channel's gotten a lot of traction as of late, mostly thanks to the Sonic Mania Encore Let's Play, which is my most viewed Let's Play on the channel, as well as some more viewers from Paper Mario 3D Land. And I hope more of you find me through this and enjoy more of my content, because I make this shit for the entertainment's sake. Of course, I want as many people to see these as possible, because I started doing this shit when I was a kid, just kind of inspired by other YouTubers at the time, other Let's Players back in like 2010 and shit, back during the peak of Let's Playing. Now that kind of peak has obviously been long dead. We still got some soldiers like Chugga Conroy and Nintendo Capri Sun working away at doing the same thing they've always done. You got Burleezy, who is more of a new age Let's Player, but he does the same kind of structure, which I really respect him for. And as for what I'm going to be doing in the future, which also, by the way, I forgot this is also the 300th video, that timing kind of just was kind of perfect, wasn't it? As for the future, I'm hoping we'll hit video 400 not within over a year. I mean, I guess it was almost pretty much exactly a year, because since video 200, because video 200 was Cuphead Hard Mode Part 1, which was like June, I think. Of course, I don't keep up with my daily uploads that often. In fact, I rarely ever do. I just kind of do strings of daily uploads and take a small break and strings, and yeah, you know what I mean. But like, hey man, like, we got a lot of shit cooking up. I got an update video coming out soon, detailing some of the future projects I'm working on. More smaller ones, you know, like stuff that's going to be going up alongside my bigger projects. But yeah, as for now, see you guys tomorrow, I believe. I'm going to be at Fan Expo tomorrow, the day this goes up. I'm going to be at Fan Expo. I'm going to be recording that shit with my video camera, vlogging for you guys, because I'm going to be dressed up as Matthew Murdock, or Matt Murdock. I don't know why I said his full government, from Daredevil. And of course the actor himself, Charlie Cox, is going to be there, but I'm not paying $120 to get some fucking photo shoots. I'm not gonna sugarcoat that one, man. But yeah, hopefully you guys will get to see our journey through that. But while I'm there, episode 1 of Professor Layton and the Curious Village will finally be released. I only have 5 episodes recorded. I had all this time I started this shit in January, man. Like, I think it was January. Yeah, I started this fucking project in January. I don't know why. I just don't record shit for this. But I will continue to record more throughout the following weeks. Since it's a bigger project, of course, other things are going to be releasing alongside it. But hopefully you guys will enjoy episode 1, because I'm putting a lot of effort into this playthrough. Anyway guys, enough stalling. I'll see you guys for another 100, and maybe another 150 subscribers. And when I mean another 100, I meant another 100 videos. And possibly another 1,000. See you guys next time.